It is for the NWA Continental Championship.
Oh, yeah!
The challenger in this corner, from Chillicothe, Ohio, weighing in at 205 pounds, Ron Mathis.
Oh, yeah! You stand up and cheer!
His opponent and the current defending NWA Continental Champion from Gloucester, Virginia, weighing in at 245 pounds, the Pain Train, Preston Quinn.
What are you people doing? I hate fireworks and hot dogs. Everyone clap their hands for me. Now, clap your freaking hands. I hate you all.
Ring the bell, it's for the championship match.
Bell, one more time, please.
And I tell you what, this is going to be a historic championship match.
You've been saying that a lot tonight.
But here's the thing, Steve. Top to bottom, you have to agree with me. This is a great match put on by the National Wrestling Alliance and promoted by Mr. Matt Epling.
No argument this time.
Ron Mathis has his crowd going wild in the opposite way.
And here's the thing about Ron Mathis. I don't think he really cares.
They can't stand him, and it doesn't look like he can stand them either.
The only thing Ron Mathis needs to be concerned about is defeating the Pain Train Preston Quinn. And I tell
These people absolutely hate Ron Mathis.
Well, Ron Mathis and the crowd definitely at odds with one another this evening.
Tell me, do you think he is the greatest?
Well, I tell you what, he may not be the greatest by me or by some of the others. I mean, we could argue this all day, but I will say he is one of the most well-traveled hardcore wrestlers out there. I mean, this is a man who made it to the semifinals in a CZW Tournament of Death, and that is not an easy promotion to compete in.
CZW, I haven't heard of that in a long time.
Yeah. I mean, here's the other thing about Ron Mathis. He is very skilled at the pile driver. He has variations on it. In fact, he's the self-proclaimed king of the pile drivers.
We are still waiting for an actual lockup from these two competitors.
Well, validation of his greatness aside, you cannot argue if he defeats Preston Quinn, if he becomes the NWA Continental Champion, that is definitely a step towards securing his claim to the legacy of greatness.
Absolutely. And we want to thank Preston Quinn for coming down from NWA Fusion to defend that Continental Championship. And Mathis,
Look at the speed.
Interesting escape.
Sly as they come.
Mathis wasting a lot of time, though. I mean, the head games are not going to work with a veteran like Preston Quinn. I mean, this is a man who has 9+ years in the business. I mean, Mathis, in my mind, is just doing nothing but agitating the Pain Train.
And you know, you look at the Pain Train in the ring here. You notice why he's not doing a mistake we've seen often tonight? Well, at least until that moment, not really going after Mathis. He's not letting Mathis really dictate to him the way this thing's going to go.
Waiting on Mathis to come to him, which is a good champion strategy. Because remember, Ron Mathis has to beat the Pain Train. The Pain Train does not have to beat Ron Mathis.
And that's the great thing for Preston Quinn. He does have that championship advantage. Both men finally circling each other, sizing each other up.
Finally a lockup.
And now,
Pain Train working the arm.
Pain Train with a great wrist lock, and Mathis quickly reversing.
You know, it's easy to forget when you watch the theatrics of Ron Mathis. He's a great wrestler.
That may not be, Steve. Look at the way.
No, that is. Unfortunately for him, he is also in there with another man who is a great wrestler.
And the Pain Train got that arm bar cinched in now, and he's got Mathis right where he wants him, right down on the mat. And now
knees to the arm.
Dropping knees right onto the arm. And see, this is the veteran work of Preston Quinn. He is taking apart one body part.
Same body part Mathis chosen to take out. Quinn's strategy is Mathis' strategy. This is almost meta.
And side headlock applied now. Mathis just slowing it down to his advantage. trying to get in the head of Preston Quinn. I really don't think that's going to work here.
I think these fans here at the Linda K. Epling Stadium are getting into Mathis's head.
Well, Mathis, as much as the fans may be in his head, he stopped dead in his tracks and he avoided that blow, that potential blow by Quinn.
What is Mathis complaining about now?
Now you tell him to stop cheating!
Well, he's telling the referee what for. Tell Preston Quinn to stop cheating.
And wait a minute. Oh, no. All stops fight. There you go.
The big slam as the fireworks go off here at the Linda K. Epling Stadium.
Great headlock takedown by the Pain Train.
And the Pain Train is riding strong today.
Pain Train just slowing it down.
Working that side headlock.
He's really got it cinched in.
Going for that submission now. Bringing back Mathis back up to a vertical base, though. Mathis fighting out.
Hard elbows.
Sends him off. Lots of momentum.
Big
elbow.
Right between the eyes. And Mathis is down on the mat. And Quinn is lying in wait.
And the Pain Train could be measuring him up.
Look at that smile on Quinn, almost the arrogant smirk on his face.
I wouldn't call it a smirk. He's just measuring him.
I call it a smirk.
He's just measuring him for the derail of that specialized lariat that he has in his arsenal.
Well, he ain't measuring him for nothing now. Mathis took his time. Quinn got a little talkie-talkie with the referee, almost cost him. Oh!
And now look at the way that Mathis gets whipped around.
Hard slap.
Preston Quinn showing no mercy here, going from one corner to another with the challenger, Ron Mathis. And
Mathis turns it around on him, though. Look at Mathis unloading now. We going to talk about that? Look at the torque of the arm, sends him up.
And reverses and into the ring, and
big
great back body drop by Preston Quinn, and a strut to boot.
This is not going the way I'd like to see it go for Mathis.
Measuring big elbow by
shades of the American Dream.
The big elbow you were talking about by Quinn.
And Quinn just dancing away the night here at Linda K. Epling Stadium, making easy work of Ron Mathis here. Grapevines the leg, 2 count only though. Brandon Ashworth staying right on top of that one. And side headlock applied now again.
And you can hear Mathis yelling no. Oh, that was a closed fist. That's
What?
shady.
No, it
That's
was
shady.
not.
Where's the admonishment? There we
You're
go.
the one to call cheating, Hensley.
Well, am I wrong? It's illegal, right? Am I right?
I didn't see
Am
a
I
closed
right?
fist.
I didn't see
Come
anything.
on.
I'll play
You
the
guys call
Hensley
yourself-
card. I didn't see anything.
You call yourself a respectable journalist. Awesome. Styles, you need to go back to your obstetrician and ask for some new glasses there, bro.
That aside, great snap there now. Pain Train measure coming off the ropes, and Mathis tosses the
Through the
Pain
second
Train
rope.
to the outside.
Through the second rope and to the floor, and now Mathis is back on the attack.
Did Mathis just call the referee Irene?
Irene?
You know, I never knew his name was Irene.
His name is not Irene.
That is Brandon Ashworth.
Mathis said Irene. It must be true.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he
lies
changed
and you
it.
swear to it.
It's Brandon Ashworth is his stage name.
Oh.
Preston looks like he's been taken to the bank a couple times here.
Preston going to need to regroup. Mathis wisely rolling him inside so he can get either that pin or submission.
Preston trying to clear the cobwebs. Ooh.
Mathis wasting a little time here, jaw-jacking to the fans. I really thought he was going to follow that punch up, and he hasn't here. And that could be the disadvantage of Mathis, but a big knee, though, makes me eat my own words.
And did you see the way Quinn flew off the tip of the knee?
Going straight for the cover. 2 count.
2 count only, though. And Quinn trying to get back up, and a headbutt right to the solar plexus.
That looked dangerously close from my vantage point.
Ron Mathis is absolutely just completely enthralled with the crowd, not liking him.
Well, Ron Mathis, I hate to question his strategy, but mouthing off with the fans ain't going to get the job done.
He's obsessed. He wants them to like him so bad, but they just don't.
He can want their approval all he wants to after the match.
What about the fact that he's using the choke to keep Quinn down on the mat?
Talk about cheating.
Kudos to him.
Kudos, Nate.
Oh, now we're talking about kudos, Hensley.
Hey, turnabout's fair play. If Quinn wants to cheat, Mathis can cheat.
But wait a minute, he's using the ropes too. Come on, what
Good.
dash work that he needs to. Penny combinations.
And the pinfall.
Though.
Almost has it. Does he?
2 count only though.
Oh, so close.
Almost a pinfall.
And Mathis now wasting. And
Preston just hasn't caught up yet. He just absolutely can't get those cobwebs out of his head.
speaking of head, Mathis playing head games with the audience when he should be really going for the pin on Quinn. Axe handle applied to the small of the back, and again wasting time.
Look at Quinn though, he's holding that small of the back. You can't argue that strategy, it's starting to have an effect on Quinn. A little wear and tear, maybe one too many championship defenses. What conditions his body in?
Could we see the belt switch hands here tonight?
Possibly. This could be what we're seeing. And Mathis, Irish whipping in the ropes, and Quinn out of nowhere at the reversal, and what a power slam by the pain drain.
He nailed it.
It's a lucky shot because obviously Preston Quinn is still feeling the damage from Ron Mathis.
And I got to agree with you there, Brian. He hasn't been able to get over here yet.
Ron Mathis has been absolutely relentless.
Nails the jawbreaker. Flattens him to the mat with that one.
Great binds the leg. 1, 2. This could be it. Oh! Then look at the language by Mathis.
Well, Mathis, you can't blame him for being frustrated, you know. He's got a great opportunity here, and he's wondering, what have I got to do? What haven't I done?
Well, here's the thing. Preston Quinn doesn't want that championship to go anywhere. He beat the Memphis Mofo, who held the title for 260-plus days. The last thing that Quinn wants to do is lose the championship here at Linda K. Epling Stadium, and this is definitely proof of it.
Mathis let his confidence get the best of him on that one.
Quinn sends him across the ring. He runs in. Oh, train stopped at the station with that back elbow. Mathis has him cinched in.
And Mathis with a great swinging DDT. Mathis signaling that's it. Great finds the leg.
This could be it.
Oh, almost a championship switched hands right in front of us.
2 count only though.
So close.
And now Mathis measuring him.
Wait a second. Mathis, what are you doing, brother?
Mathis going to that high rent district. It could be risk, it could be reward, ladies and gentlemen. Mathis attempting to fly high.
Well, he's up there. He better make it happen. He can only wait.
Comes off the top rope and misses the call.
Nobody home. That could have broken Mathis's tailbone.
It looks like it might have. Look at the look on his face.
Definite pain there. No pun
Right back to the
intended.
attack, and
Mathis missed. Oh!
Atomic drop to capitalize.
working
some
on the
old school.
tailbone.
Inverted atomic drop now. Quinn wisely going to work on that lower back and lower vertebrae, and
Both men trading shots right now. You see how much they both want it.
Brandon Ashworth trying to get him to open the fist, but this could be too little too late. And elbow applied.
Another elbow.
The tailbone damage. Irish whip off the ropes, and what
Big
a
drop kick.
by the pain train.
Incredible elevation.
And now, pain train picking him up. Could be picking him up for the spine buster that he is known for. Measuring him up. The train could be leaving the station, ladies and gentlemen.
Pain train signals.
Choo-choo, ladies and gentlemen. Picking him up for the big scoop slam, and he gets Mathis down.
And Quinn looks to be going
Headed to the
the
second rope.
Can he make it happen from up there?
Big elbow drop.
Well, Quinn nailed the elbow. Hooks the leg.
That
He planted that one right in the chest, and it just wasn't enough to take Ron Mathis out.
Very close, though.
very, very close.
Now, these fans might not like Ron Mathis, but he has got some heart.
Ron Mathis sends Quinn head first into that middle turnbuckle.
Mathis measuring him.
He says, "Come on, Daddy."
Could be seeing one of his
One of the
variations
pile
on the
drivers.
Pile driver here.
Can't get him up. Oh, and the back drop.
Quinn, though, down to his knees. Mathis, he's moving a lot better.
Quinn may be running on fumes here. He's going to have to really capitalize if he wants to retain the championship.
Huge shot to the gut. Puts Mathis back in control, and then over the back.
Mathis ducks. Cross roll. Oh!
What? That's that lariat. That
There's the lariat. Derailed. And he's officially been derailed. Ron Mathis will walk out of here without a title belt.
What a vicious lariat.
Successful retention by the champion.
Did you see the angle? He hit the neck with that lariat, too.
Your winner and still NWA Continental Champion, the Pain Train, Preston Quinn.